Let me see. Yeah, here. No, no, you wouldn't because you didn't run any last week. I mean, if you didn't get one from your vault, then you opened your vault earlier, so yeah. But I don't know how you. Oh, you would get one if we ran one because it would give you one. Yeah. I was looking at I was looking. Yeah, I was their 7 to 9 channel. The only thing that's really recent is a +9 City of Threads, but I don't know how I don't know how you feel about that. Yeah. Let's see. No, I mean, here's the thing with yes, but why I don't like that is because I don't want to. I don't like it when other people do it. Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I don't want to look like I'm trying to be like, take me, look how good I am, and I'm sneaking in this person who has a lower eye level than I do. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, we could sign up to it, but the 9 WME for City of Threads has been posted for 4 minutes now, and it still doesn't have anybody like in the party besides the one DPS. So I don't know that it's gonna go anywhere. No, I'm saying I don't know that anybody's gonna sign up to it. Yeah, unless he's just being extraordinarily picky, which does happen, and he's just not accepting certain people. But if he doesn't have any signups by now, it makes me worry that we're just gonna be sitting in group with him for a while. Think. Hold on. Somebody's posting or typing something now. So let's see. There's been a severe Uh, it's the exact same thing. Yeah, somebody also posted a +9 WME for City of Threads. No, there's been a severe lack of tanks and healers in WME. Like, whenever I would sign up for them or anybody would be hosting them, you'd be waiting anywhere from like 10 to 30 minutes for what you needed. Mm, yeah, he's looking for a tank and healer. And it already has the DPS, so. Um, I mean, the only other thing is that we could run mine, which is a 9 Grim Batol, but if you wanted to do that, are you comfortable with enough to run a 9 for that one? For that dungeon? Okay. No, it's fine. I just know you've had bad groups in sevens, and a 7 is a huge jump to a 9. But obviously, you never know what you're getting in terms of. Okay, I mean, I can post it in WME so that at least we are guaranteed to not get toxic shitters. We might get shitters, but maybe not toxic ones. Um, would it be hypocritical of me to, because there are people that do this, and I don't have a problem with it because I've done it. But would it be hypocritical of me to put a requirement on there that people be at least 615 eye level to apply when you're not 615? Oh, really? Oh yeah. Okay. Hold on. Let me see what this person that's typing is posting, and then hypocritical. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna see what the while this person's typing. Let me just go ahead and. Oh, there's a stone vault, but you wanna do that, or do you want to do mine? 9. No, Stonebolt is definitely gonna be rough. It's the only 9 I haven't timed. Put chocolate all lowercase in the sign up. Yes, in the note. Okay. Really irritates me when I see people that's like they have lower score than I do, but it's like, look, their best run is like a +10, and I'm like, I can't even get into a 10 to time it. Oh, and their Raider IOM plus score? Yeah, they probably have tanked some dungeons then. I think that's how it works, is that like their score is a combined from runs where they were DPS and a tank. Yeah. Which, I mean, that's fair. I've seen a lot of in fact, I've not gotten into a couple of WME groups because like I was trying to get the last DPS spot and they wanted somebody with lust. Like it happens, especially in like the higher up you go. Which makes sense. Like if you're trying to time a harder key, you're gonna want something like lust, but it's nice being on the other end where I'm potentially keeping someone else out of applying because they don't have a lust instead of being the one that can't apply because I don't have a lust. Yes. Yep. Yeah, I really hope that they know that. That they get a healer that can plus some DPS that can dispel, like mages can dispel, shamans can dispel. Because you and I both, I mean, I have a dispel, but it's a 3-minute one, so I can only get every third one that hits me. No, all fights well. Consumed plus enchanted. Oh, I should have done that one. +9 Dawnbreaker. Oh, before I tell you, it's funny that you mentioned read the warrior's note because I was half expecting his note to be similar to what I was planning on doing later tonight after you log off, which is when I'm signing up to keys, putting in my notes, we got buffed today. Um, yeah, Crit Cake in his video, he was like, "Look, we're not gonna be meta. Like, if that's what you guys are hoping for, like, that's not gonna happen." He's like, "But he's like, these buffs make us like a more solid choice." He's like, and that's honestly all I was looking for. And I was like, "Yeah, well, you also have a coordinated group already, so it's harder for pugs." So it was a +9 Dawnbreaker from WME, and it was like a 3 stack already that like had posted it. And I signed up and they like didn't take me for a while and I was like, "Oh, they might be looking for something else." Like that happens, like people are like in WME they make it very clear like you don't have to take the first people that apply like if you're looking for a specific comp. So like they were waiting. I finally got invited and I noticed when I was looking at like the sign up there were no applicants and so I was like they were just waiting to see if somebody else would sign up. And so they're waiting and it was a demon hunter tank, a preservation evoker healer and a warlock and then it was me. And so they were waiting. They had 2 hunters sign up, and I was like, "Oh, there you go. There's Lust." They never accepted them, and they were from WME. They didn't accept them, and a rogue signed up that was like higher gear in IO than I was, and I was higher than all of them. And they didn't take him for a while, and then they eventually accepted him. And I'm like, okay, this is weird, but whatever. They're just being very picky. Hopefully, that means that like they're a good group. Oh man, was I wrong? Between the tank and the healer, like the tank died a lot, but the healer like he was in like 617, 618 gear And maybe that wasn't low enough, that wasn't high enough for a preservation evoker on a 9, but like he we had we were only halfway through the dungeon and we're like approaching 30 deaths. And like they eventually like because we wiped so many times and then we had a bunch of deaths we had a bunch of deaths on the boat because at the very start because people would res and run in and it was just like a chain reaction. They would run in and die and then they'd res and there was this whole thing. And then they eventually like halfway were like, all right, we're gonna uh they're like we're gonna bump it down to a 8 for Cress. I'm like, okay, this healer doesn't seem like they could probably even handle an 8, but like an 8 is different from a 9. So I was like, okay. So I stayed and we bumped it down to a 9 or 8 and we still had enough deaths that we like barely timed the 8. And I was like, what is I wasn't even wanting to do it. No. Like I don't know. I don't know what the deal was. I didn't even want to do a run, but I had the channel open in case something popped up, and I was like, "Oh, a 9 Dawnbreaker. Like that should be really easy. I've only one chested it. It should be easy enough to two chest it. Like let's go. Like whatever. I've already run 3 delves. I want to break." And then I was in the Dawnbreaker for like over an hour doing those 2 keys, and I was just like, "This is terrible." And they were all in the same guild. Like it was all like they were a 3 stack, and I was just like, "This was just awful." So, oh yeah, and it's a list. So now we just need a healer. Yeah, the main thing for this one is I just hope that the healer knows what to do on the first boss when it comes to dispelling you at the right time for the tank buster. That's up to you. And if you it, I know that's up to you and if you think that and I'll put it this way. And that's up to you and if you think that after a week break you will be on point with hitting things at the right time to not get nuked with a 3 pull on a 9. That is entirely up to you. Um Yeah. I will say, I was reading some comments on a couple of different videos today, including the one that was on, or I don't remember which one it was. Was it? It might have been, yeah, it was sub comments on one of the comments on the Bench podcast. And they were talking about how, like, it's nice that, they're like, it's nice that they added the extra time because of all the people that, like, basically leave after a wipe. And somebody, what? And somebody was yeah, that's good. And somebody had commented and they were just like, you know, it's hard and it's something that's made like tanking even more toxic this season, like above 7, because essentially tanks can't before the change, tanks couldn't make a mistake. If you made a mistake and you die as a tank and a B-res can't get off quick enough, you're going to wipe the party, and that could likely mean that you're not going to time the key. So, like, it made it to where tanking, like, you absolutely cannot screw up, or you're probably not going to be able to time the key that you're running. And they were just like, so that takes a little bit of pressure off. And I'm like, yeah, I could kind of see that. I didn't really think about it from that perspective. It's fine. Most people don't. No. I've only, you would think, but I've only done maybe 2 WME runs this season where they were like, "You guys want to get in voice?" So yeah. Oh, about the first hallway? Yeah. No, it's tyrannical. Wait, yes, tyrannical. don't. It doesn't work that way. Like the pillars that you're supposed to break with the beams. But see, I don't understand what he's saying because the beams come out at the same time. See, I don't want to be I don't want to sound stupid, but I'm just like should be able to break them all as long as it's just one at a time. But the thing is, like, you can't do one at a time. It's not like he says it one at a time, but I'm just like they all pop at the same time. Like it like I don't know. All right. As they already ate. Yeah, well, I don't know. I saw the monk do it, but that's fine.
Hey, my mic's been off for my stream that's all time. Good start.
5, 4,
Okay, let's go.
3, 2, 1.
And now you learn the true lesson of the void.
I'm basically pulling them back, just so you know.
Watch your step.
I got that one.
Step.
I got the howling fear. Yeah, that's good, that's good.
Watch your step.
Moving, moving, moving.
Yeah.
Left then right. Interrupts. Going next.
In the front.
Sorry, that was my fault.
In air. Front. Watch your step.
Gentle. Pulling last two.
Front.